So in the lecture series of theoretical computer science, today we are dealing with the concept of deterministic finite automata. So before moving towards the main topic, at first we should know what is actually theory of computer science and what is actually the automata, concept of automata. So all of us know about the vending machine, about the coffee makers, about the tea makers. So what are that? These are nothing but the machines, and that machines take certain kind of input, specific input that machines takes and gives us the specific output. Consider the example of weighing machine. If we put 1 rupees coin into that machine, then that machine will give us the weight of that particular person as an output. We can take another one example as the tea maker machine. If we put certain amount of, suppose take example as 5 rupees. If we put 5 rupees coin into that machine, then it will give us as an output a cup of tea. So what are these cases? By taking a specific input, that machine may transfer from one state to another state and gives us the result. So we should also think over the possibility of what will happen if we put 2 rupees coin, if we put 5 rupees coin instead of the 1 rupees coin into that weighing machine. Then definitely it won't display any kind of result. Okay, so such kind of possibilities we are going to check with the help of deterministic finite automata and non-deterministic finite automata. So in today's lecture, we will deal with the DFA having the determinism in its nature. It gives the number of states automatically. That's why its name is deterministic finite automata. So basically you can define it in the form as it has only one path from a specific input from current state to next state. So just see this definition in the form of the DFA drawn. It has only one path for a specific input from the current state to the next state. Means what? Means suppose these are the states. So states are denoted with the help of circles. So this is suppose initial state named as Q0. By taking the input A, it goes to Q1. So only once you can show the input A for the Q0, only once you can show the input B for the state Q0. Same for the other states. Means suppose there are two inputs A and B. Okay, there are two inputs A and B and three states are there. Then for each and every state you have to show the inputs only once. You can't repeat the inputs over the transition path. This is the transition path. These are the states. Okay, so this is the basic condition while drawing the deterministic finite automata. Next, what are the elements of the deterministic finite automata? Elements, rather than elements, we will use the word as tuples. So it is having 5 tuples. See, Q, sigma, delta, Q0, capital F. What are those? Q stands for the finite set of states. Means how many states are there in the given DFA. Suppose take this example. In this DFA, 3 states are given: Q0, Q1, Q2. Then next, sigma. Sigma is the finite set of input symbols. So how many input symbols are there? How many inputs are there? A and B are there. So that may be here. Sigma equals to A comma B. Then after that, transition function denoted by the delta. Transition function is nothing but the transfer of Q0 to Q1 by taking which input? So here you can take Q0 by taking B goes to Q2. So what is it? It is a delta. It is a transition function. Then next, from where you started that would be the initial state, and that is denoted by the Q0, and it should belong to the capital Q. What is that capital Q? Capital Q is the finite set of states. Of course, it should be the family member of the capital Q. Then next, and the last tuple is set of final states, means the capital F, means which one state is the final state. What is that final state? Actually, final state is that state where you can stop your transitions. Okay, so here in this diagram, final state, suppose that Q2 is the final state. We can denote the final state as the double circle. If the circle is not having the double circle, it is having only a single line, then it would be considered as the state only, not the final state. Okay, so these are all the terminologies regarding to the deterministic finite automata. Now next we'll move towards a different kind of examples, and after learning these examples you will be able to draw the DFA for any given condition. So let's start. How the questions can be given: design a deterministic finite automata over the inputs. So these are the inputs, means these are the sigmas for accepting all strings which starts with A. What it means actually, at first understand the question before solving it. So see, you are going to design a DFA, means only one transition for only one input. So here two inputs are given, A and B. So it means that can be shown only once for the upcoming states. So at this moment we don't know how many states are there, A comma B, for accepting all the strings which starts with A. So while solving such kind of questions, make a habit to write down the valid strings. So here I am going to write valid strings for the given question. So which starts with A over the A comma B, means I can simply write the A as the valid string, then A, B, then A, B, then A, B, B. So like this valid strings may occur. Then after that you have to write invalid strings. Invalid strings. So invalid strings are that should not start with A, means I may write B simply, then B, B, okay, then B, A, then B, A, B, and so on. How this can be the invalid strings one? Because that are not starting with the A. Okay, that's why they are the invalid strings. Then after this, write down the minimum valid string. Minimum valid string. Minimum valid string means what is the condition? What is the basic condition? Starts with A, means anything can appear after that A. This would be the minimum valid string, and these are also the valid strings, but that are not the minimum. Okay, so by following this kind of collected data, we can now draw the DFA. See, we started Q0, it would be the initial state. You can name any state with the help of another notations. You can start with the Q1, you can start with the QS, anything. But these are the standard norms while drawing the DFA. Most of the books are following Q0, Q1, Q2, such kind of notations. So see here, Q0 by taking A goes to next state, Q1. Okay, done. So this is the DFA drawn for the minimum valid string, but it is not complete. Minimum valid string is also not fulfilled. So for that, what is mentioned? question mark is mentioned means anything is okay. After that A. So what is the next input? B is the next input. So B, if B comes multiple times after the A, then it would be the okay one. Okay. So see here, Q0 by taking A goes to Q1, then Q1 by taking multiple B's, it gives a valid string. But as we are dealing with the DFA, we have to fulfill each and every state with the given input. So two inputs are given. So now deal with this Q0. Q0 A is gone here. Q0's B is going where? It is going, suppose I show it like this. Suppose Q0 by taking B goes to Q1, then definitely it will create an error. Machine may halt. Machine may pause its working. Why? Because that machine is not accepting the strings that are starting with the B. So instead of going towards the Q1, we can safely attach it to the Q error state. See that B, I am removing it. Q0 by taking B goes to Q error. So what is that Q error? This is again one kind of state. It indicates that if you are starting with the wrong input, then definitely that machine will generate an error, or that machine may pause its working. So this is the pause state. This is an error state. Okay. So after that, check Q0's two inputs are fulfilled. Then which one is remaining? Q1 is remaining. Q1's B is okay. Q1's B is okay. So if I put A is also here, suppose I put A also here, then what will happen? Yes, it is also applicable, because if we started with A, then definitely anything is okay after that A. So A, B, A, B, multiple times that machine may take A, machine may take B, it can take anything, but what should be the condition? A starting should be the A. So this is your final DFA. I made the Q1 as the final state, because after generating such kind of strings, you may observe that machine started by taking A and machine can stop at the state Q1. Okay. One another point, that is Q errors input you have to show. So always remember that if you are showing the Q error state, so in most of the cases, it is very compulsory to show the Q error state, Q pause state. In which kind of cases? In the starting with. If such kind of condition is mentioned in the question, starting with this, starting with that, then in that case Q error state must be there. And after drawing the Q error state, you have to show its input in the self loop. So this is the self loop. Show it A and B in the self loop. So this is the done DFA for the given condition. Now it's time to draw the transition table. It's time to draw the tuples. So suppose M is your DFA. I am writing its tuples. So it is having 5 tuples. Delta F Q0 1 2 3 4 5. 5 tuples are there. Okay. So Q is what? Sorry. Q is Q0, Q1, Q error. Q0, Q1, Q error. Then sigma is what? Sigma is A comma B. Put a curly bracket. Then delta is what? Delta is the transition function. Then we will write it afterwards. Then final state is which one? Q1 is the final state. Q0 is what? Q0 is the Q0, that is the initial state. So here delta is remaining. Here I am going to derive the delta. So this question's delta is here. See how to write down the delta is nothing but the Q multiplied by sigma over the given input how many states? Q0, Q1, Q2. Q0's A. So by observing this diagram, you should write it. Q0's A goes to Q1, Q0's B goes to Q error. Then Q1's A and B goes to itself, and Q2 is not available. So no need to mention it. So this is the transition table, this is the delta, and this is the one of the tuple that is having the major marking system. Okay. So this is all about the first example of the DFA. Now we will see the next example. Just I am putting a partition. What is the next question? Design a DFA over A comma B for accepting all strings which starts with A, B, B. Again, write down the valid strings. Starts with A, B, B. Then B may comes thrice. Okay. A, B, B. A comes after that B, then A, B, B, A, and so on. Okay. Next, invalid strings. Means the strings that are not acceptable. Those strings that may starts with the B. If you simply start with the B, then whole pattern may collapse. So that may generate the invalid strings. So just start with B, and anything you write BAB, BB, triple BA, or simply BAA, anything, any combination comes under the invalid strings that starts with the B. Then now next, write down the minimum valid string. Minimum valid string ABB. It should start with ABB. Anything that comes after the ABB, it is okay. It will not create any kind of problem. So it generates the minimum valid string. Always consider the minimum valid string for drawing the basic DFA. So see, I just started my machine. Q0, Q1, A, B, B, A, B, B. Okay. So this is the basic skeleton for the given condition that is drawn from the minimum valid string. So after this, we have to check all other states over the given inputs. See, take the first one, Q0. Okay, Q0 by taking A goes to Q1. What about the Q0's B? If we start machine by taking the Q0's B, then definitely it will create a problem. So connect it to the state Q error, Q0's B. Then next, Q0's two inputs are fulfilled. Only two inputs are given, A comma B. So A and B are going in outgoing manner for the state Q0 from the state Q0. Next, check Q1's B. What is remaining? Q1's A is remaining. So see, if I put A here for the Q1 in the cyclic manner, is it okay? No guys, it is not okay, because it will create the string as A, B, B. So it is violating the condition. How? What is the condition? A, B, B is the condition, and it gives you the A, B, B. So it is not acceptable. So what to do? Again, if you move backward to the Q0, again it will create the string as A. So simply put it to the Q error. Simply put it to the Q error state. So 2 states are done for the Q1. Now Q2. Q2's B goes to Q3. What is remaining? Q2's A is remaining. If I put A of Q2 here, okay, so if I put Q2's A here, then it will definitely create a problem. It will break the chain ABB into the A, B, like this. Again, it is not acceptable. Attach it straightforward to the Q error. Then next, A, B, B. Yes, I got it. I may stop here. Yes, I can stop here. What is remaining? Each and every state's 2 inputs should go in the outgoing manner. So checked Q2, Q1 and Q0. Now which one is remaining? Q3 is remaining. So if A and B in self loop, then will it create any problem? No, it won't create any problem, because what is the minimum valid string? A, B, B is the minimum valid string, and that question mark indicates that anything is acceptable after the A, B, B. So by taking A, B, B, if you take 4 times A, 1 time A, multiple times A or multiple times B, it will not create any kind of problem at all. So this is your DFA. Only one thing is remaining. Draw the Q errors inputs in the self loop. Always draw the error states inputs in the self loop. So this is the valid DFA drawn for the given condition. So next task is, I'm not going to write down the next task, but next step is write down its tuples and write down its transition table.